This past weekend, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't. This was just... I know Trump rallies are insane, but this was just insane. You had Elon Musk jumping up and down like some lunatic. You had JD Vance continuing his lies about not wanting a nationwide abortion ban. You had Laura Trump and Eric Trump continuing the press lies about the election, that right now in some states early voting has begun. And they're already setting the stage about what will happen if Donald Trump isn't elected. Even making extravagant threats of voting, illegal votes, and everything else, sowing doubts into this election. And there was Trump, continuing to push the lie. Like I said earlier, a second ago, early voting has begun in some states. Votes haven't even been counted, and already he's selling everyone that the election is going to be stolen just because there's a chance that he will not win. I really don't know what to say to this. I really don't. But this rally just makes it even more important for me to vote for Kamala Harris, and I'm going to. No matter how many threats I get, no matter how many people lie about me on Twitter, like a certain someone posting a photo of me, my face actually photoshopped at one of P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. Let's just call him Sean Combs, for God's sake. One of his freak out parties, actually superimposing my face. I mean, that's all these people have. That's all the MAGA has. The lies, the threats. That's all they've got. They don't have anything original. They don't have anything to say when it comes to really helping the country. And they continually push the lies about the government's response on the hurricane that hit the South. And I continue to call out those lies. The lies that the federal government's not doing anything, that they're giving only $187. That's a lie. The blatant lie that Donald Trump said that Joe Biden, the president, didn't contact any of the governors. That was a lie. And every time I call out those lies, Donald Trump supporters continuously say that it's true. That Joe Biden hasn't contacted the governors, that they're only giving out under $200. I mean, you can't argue with these people. You can't reason with them. You can't try to talk to them. You can't have a conversation with these people. It's impossible. All you can do is say you're wrong and try to move on. But we can't even do that. Not without 5 or 6 dozen threats thrown at us at once. Here are the facts. We are under 30 days away from the election. And there is a dangerous chance that Donald Trump, as much as I hate to admit this, Donald Trump might actually be reelected president. If that happens, this country will be destroyed. Because we all know the plot. In my previous video, I told you that there is a good chance that JD Vance and the rest of the Republican Party are going to pull Donald Trump away from the presidency, probably the second he gets elected, if he gets elected. Probably the second he takes the oath of office, if he takes the oath of office on January 20th. You see, here's the real problem with all of this. When you continuously lie to the people, when you continuously plan things behind their back, sometimes that plan gets exposed. And their plans have been exposed. Now, you guys can lie on Kamala Harris and Tim Walz all you want, but in the end of the day, every single lie, every single accusation is nothing more than a confession from the MAGA. And as for the MAGA, I looked at all of them, the interviews with them this past weekend and all the rallies that Trump went through. And one more thing about that interview on Saturday night. Not one single person, not JD Vance, not Laura Trump, not Eric Trump, not any of the guests, not Elon Musk, not even Trump himself mentioned the man who was murdered. The man who was killed, shielding his kids when the bullets started flying several months ago. The only time they mentioned him was for a moment of silence where Trump where Trump was just walking around like, seriously? Seriously? The man died because of you, Trump. And you can't even mention his name? You can't even mention that what happened was wrong? That's why I'm voting for her. And again, I've gotten so many threats because of that. I have been lied about because I don't support the almighty Donald Trump. It's gone too far with this lunatic. It's gone just completely too far with Donald Trump and his MAGA. So I can't vote for Trump. I can't support Trump. I can't be silent about Trump. This weekend, which is the culmination of a very bad week for Donald Trump, his lies about hurricane response exposed. His lies about what happened down there exposed. The indictments that Jack Smith brought down that have been exposed are actually going to hurt Donald Trump badly. Everything about Donald Trump is being exposed here. People like to call it the October surprise. I just call it the devil getting its due. No, I shouldn't say that. I call it what goes around comes around. You really think that you were going to get away with all this crap, Trump? At this point, you need to understand that you weren't going to get away with all this. That sooner or later, this was all going to come out. And if you didn't think it was going to come out, you were just as a big a fool as anyone in the world. There's a Bible verse in Luke, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, let me know. What's done in the dark will always come to light. Everything about you is coming to light. And the more and more you try to lie your way out of it, Trump, or threaten your way out of it, whether it's you or the rest of your family, then that's the problem. You won't be able to get out of it, Trump. You won't be able to get out of it. No matter how many times you lie about it, no matter how many times your family lies about it, no matter how many times your fellow MAGA lie about it, you're going down. The only way you don't go down is if you win this election. And frankly, honestly, in my humble opinion, you're not going to win this election. Not because Kamala Harris has so much energy on that side, which she does. Not just because she's telling the truth about what's happening in this country, because she is. Not only because she has exposed you for the traitor that you are, which she has, but because every time we listen to either you or not Mike Pence, I was about to say Mike Pence, JD Vance, or anyone else out there trying to sing your praises, you all show yourself to be what you are. A bunch of heartless, coward, gutless traitors. This last week should be the end of the campaign, but it's not. So for me and everyone else out there, I keep saying this: make a plan and get out and vote. If you have to leave, if you have to quit your job, if they won't give you the day to get in the line and vote, do what you have to do. This is not a game anymore. These people are not playing. And as I said before in the previous video, these people are not playing around. There are plots for Donald Trump to steal the election. They're already putting people in places to steal the election for Donald Trump. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's not me being hyperbole. That is the God's honest truth. And all of us in this country better wake up to that fact. Now, if you love this country, I know you do. You may not like Kamala Harris. There are things about her I don't like. But when it comes to to her and the alternative, which is Donald Trump, I'll take Kamala Harris and live with it. Because with Donald Trump, there is no alternative. It's Trump's way, it's the MAGA way, it's the Republican way. And that way is Project 2025. We all know what that is. We all know what that means. The end of freedom in this nation for people of color, for women. Everything about this. The end of possibly elections in this country. Free elections in this country. Don't make a mistake of what I'm saying to you all. This weekend should have proved that the MAGA, they're just gone. There's no reasoning with them. There's no chance of reasoning with them. So I'm just going to say it now. I'm going to post my videos. I'm going to post my stuff on Facebook and Twitter and X and Instagram and TikTok. And I'm just going to walk away. You want to have a conversation with me? An intelligent conversation about the policies and not regurgitate things that Donald Trump has said? Fine. If you don't, keep walking. I'm not going to waste my time with these people anymore. I am not. Because quite honestly, it demeans everything that I'm trying to do. And more importantly, it shows how dangerous they are. I'm trying to spare them the embarrassment more than anyone else. Ambulance. But here are the facts. Actually, that's a police cruiser. Wonder where he's headed. Anyway, what I'm trying to say basically is this. This weekend, with Elon Musk jumping around, with Donald Trump continuing to spread his lies, that should be the final death nail in Donald Trump's campaign. But the truth is, the death nail will only come if you and me, and all of us in this country, get out and vote for Harris. Make it too big for them to rig. Just like we did 4 years ago. We have to do it again. I know, it's tiring and makes your head want to spin. But this is the last chance to put the final nail in the MAGA for good. Fight with our votes. CTP Know The Truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice for the right.